What's up guys, I'm the voice behind the helmet and thank you for joining me today on my channel. And for those of you who are not new, then welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to get into a how-to video on how to clean your chain. Let's be mindful that there are many brands out there that offers to degrease and clean your chain before you wax it. However, I'm going to show you guys why kerosene is one of the best products that I use in order to clean my chain. A good friend of mine introduced me to this, and I'm putting this out there for the world to know that kerosene is definitely one of the greater products. And even though you get it for much cheaper than Motul or like Maxima, you still get the same quality, again, if not better. So you get more for the buck, and who doesn't want to save money, right? So stay tuned as we go ahead and get into this how-to video. So what you're gonna need for this first portion of this video is some kerosene, which I have shown right here. However, I do have it pre-filled in a spray bottle. You're gonna need a rear stand for your motorcycle, so that way that back could be up and you can conveniently spin a wheel and spray the chain as you spin a wheel. Trust me, it'll be less of a headache and much more convenient. Now typically a lot of people go for chain cleaners, but in replace of this, I'm gonna use the kerosene. Also, what you need is a brush. And what this do is as you're spinning it, it'll clean the chain for you, opposed to you having to use a microfiber rag or something and getting the dirt off. So I'm gonna be using this. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is get your bike up on a stand, and as you can see, this is where I have my bike aligned at. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and start taking some of the kerosene. Hey, don't be shy with it. Go ahead and start spinning that tire and spraying it all on that chain. After you go ahead and spray it down, you want to take your brush, which is right here, and put it at him right there, and spin a wheel so that way I can grab all the dust. The good thing about kerosene is that it breaks down the dirt, the particles, all of that on it that you need it to in order to clean it. It does the same exact job as regular cleaner. As you guys can see, sprayed it down a lot. So what I'm gonna do is go over it a second time. And what this is gonna do is get anything that I missed previously. At this point, if you don't have a heat gun, what you want to do is go ahead and turn the bike on. You can go ahead, let it run itself, so that way it could dry itself up for at least 5 minutes. So let me go ahead and advise you guys that this can be extremely dangerous, and you want to go ahead and wear protective gear or be as careful as possible, because if you go ahead and put that in first gear, then you can definitely, your finger can get caught. If you got a microfiber towel up against that, then your finger still can get caught. It's definitely plenty of safety precautions that you need to take before doing this, as it can be dangerous. Go ahead and start the bike up and throw it in first gear. And what that'll do is draw the chain where you need it to, so that way you can lube it. And I'm gonna leave this running for at least 2 minutes. So what I ended up doing was setting a 2-minute timer, and then I came back out here. I stopped the bike, and what I'm about to do is just basically tidy up any dirty areas, which is right there. Sorry, I blocked it with the microfiber towel, but See how there's still some dirt on there? I'm gonna go ahead and fix the imperfections, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wax this bad boy. Wasn't as bad as it could be. So there's two things to keep in mind. One is that after cleaning your chain, you have to let it dry. You can either use a heat gun or you can go ahead and ride it around. If you have a heat gun, then that's definitely much more convenient opposed to having to drop it off the stand, ride it around for a number of minutes, and then coming back and then putting it back on the stand. Sure, you guys get the point. So if you do have a heat gun, go ahead and utilize that heat gun. Use it to your advantage. But if not, then of course, then just do what you gotta do. The second thing is that after applying your wax to your chain, you're gonna also need to heat that up as well. So what you can do is also use that heat gun, or you can drop it and then, you know, ride it around so that way that wax can thoroughly melt on there. So that's two things to definitely keep in mind. I only went with my choice of wax just because that's what I had on hand, and you know, it's not gonna do the bike no harm to go ahead and wax it with what I have. So I hope this video helped you guys, and if you liked it, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. But if you loved it, go ahead and give me a sub so that way that you guys can be notified anytime that I post new content. Of course, as always, thank you, and until next time, guys.